At Duke Energy, we deliver electricity and so much more, like free home energy assessments, rebates for energy-saving improvements, payment options to help you better manage your budget, and even bill credits for helping the community use less energy. So no matter what you're doing, we can help you make better energy choices every day. It's just another way we bring power to your life. How much can you save?
Dan, how are you doing tonight?
Excellent. It's such an amazing night tonight for all these children. There's no better organization or charity than Runway to Hope. I mean, giving these children hope and smiles and love, that's what it's all about, right? Really excited to be here. Thank you, Mark, NeJame, putting this together and watching it grow. And the children that you're impacting, yeah, you're an amazing guy, and what you're doing is certainly one of the worthiest causes that we're involved in.
What are you doing tonight?
I'm excited. Thank you, Janice. I am so happy to be here. This is a very amazing fundraising event, and every year this is about helping our children, encouraging them that there's always hope. And what better way than this event taking place, and you're right here with us.
Thank you all so much. And I have to say one other thing. If I break up early, you'll understand why.
Keep it cool. What's the name of this club? I can't remember, but it's alright, alright. Just dance, gonna be okay. Da-da-doo-doo. Just dance in that record, babe. Da-da-doo-doo. Just dance, gonna be okay. Da-da-da-da. Dance, dance, dance. Just dance. Wish I could shut my Playboy mouth. How'd I turn my shirt inside out? Inside out, right. Control your poison, babe. Roll to the thoughts they say. And we're all getting hoes tonight. What's going on the floor? I love this record, baby, but I can't see straight anymore. Keep it cool. What's the name of this club? I can't remember, but it's alright, alright. Just dance, gonna be okay. Shut my Playboy mouth. How'd I turn my shirt inside out? Inside out, right. Control your poison, babe. Roll to the thoughts they say. And we're all getting hoes tonight. What's going on the floor? I love this record, baby, but I can't see straight anymore.
With Ericka Dunlap, who was the former Miss America. And you also were involved in this Runway to Hope event tonight. Can you tell us a little bit about your involvement on the stage and what happened?
Yes, for the past several years I've been an escort of some amazing young people who are battling cancer. And tonight I'm celebrating the young lady that I walked with is in remission, and that is just such a wonderful blessing. But just to be able to celebrate her, she wanted to do a funny wave. And it was very similar to the one that I've done before. So we did the wave, we did the funny wave, and then she did her ballerina poses, and it was just fun to be able to see somebody in the spotlight. I've been in the spotlight for many, many years myself, and just seeing a young person who is going through such a hard time be able to like shed that for a few moments and just sparkle, that is truly just an amazing honor.
So you've obviously done this before, and can you share with us maybe some of the stories about even the past years, some of the kids that you've been involved with, and the connections that you've made with some of them in previous years as well?
Absolutely. So I was watching the memorial video, which really, it chokes everybody up, and there's never a dry eye in the room. And just reflecting on some of the young people that I have walked with who are no longer with us, it just humbles you, and it puts you in a position of saying, I'm here to use my voice to be an influence to fight against this terrible, terrible disease that really just ravishes families. And I'm just so grateful for the people who are strong, the families who are strong enough to be here and remembering their young person, remembering their family member, their loved one. And I'm just happy to be able to celebrate their life and their memory and their legacy tonight.
Have you been impacted by anybody that also is dealing with cancer or pediatric cancer? Can you share any stories?
I have, over the years, met so many kids who, at different children's hospitals that I've visited, and it's always just, it's somber, but, their spirits are just so alive, and these kids are going through treacherous treatments, and they're dealing with something that the rest of us may not ever experience, but they're just so resilient, and that is what helps me to keep going, and it motivates me to love harder and love life harder, and that's what I try to do. So I love being at Runway to Hope for everything that they instill in us. Just for one night, we raise money for an amazing cause.
With Angela, and now you are the current Mrs. Florida, am I correct?
I am. I'm Mrs. Florida American 2023.
Congratulations. And
Thank
also,
you.
you were involved tonight in Runway to Hope. Can you tell us a little bit about how you were involved and what you did up on the stage there?
Yeah, so I am considered a celebrity escort. This is my second year, and I also attend the Bloomingdale's Bash Weekend, where we get to go around with the children and help them pick out clothes for what they wear today. And it is so inspiring. It touches your heart and your soul. It's my favorite event of the year.
That's great. Can you tell us about the child that you were working with tonight?
Yeah, so I actually have a Genesis, which I walked with last year and this year. She is an amazing teenager who loves arts and crafts and cooking. And then I also walked with Zahara, and she last year was in a wheelchair. This year she was in a blinged out walker, and she stole the show in my eyes. She is so incredibly special, and we're hoping she's in remission by the summertime.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So now you've done this, obviously, is this the second time? Or have you done it
Second time.
more? Okay,
Second time.
That's great. You've made these connections
Yes.
with these kids.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's fantastic. And I'm sure there are a lot of other charities that you've been supporting. Are there any other charities, any other events coming up that you've been involved with that you want to talk about or promote here?
Yeah, so one of the organizations I work with is Where Love Grows. That's a Tampa-based organization, and my platform as Mrs. Florida American is preventing and educating against childhood food insecurity. And so we provide weekend bags with food. We provide cooking classes so they can have, healthy, simple recipes that they can cook at home for their families. And we work with the Boys and Girls Clubs in all underserved areas.
That's wonderful. That's fantastic. And anything else that, as Mrs. Florida, what are your other responsibilities? What other roles do you get to play in that capacity?
So I've been blessed with so many opportunities. I went to nationals for 10 days, which was in Las Vegas. I placed top 15 and against all of the other states, which was absolutely amazing. I work with Feeding Tampa Bay, and I also work for Victoria's Voice. That is Jackie Siegel and David Siegel. They lost their daughter to a drug overdose. So we're fighting for drug testing your kids. We're fighting for the availability of naloxone, which is the reversal, and really just using our beauty for good in any way that we can throughout not only Florida, but nationally.
Any other message that you want to share with our viewers about ways that they can get involved and help out throughout the state of Florida?
Yes. So you can always donate food, items of clothing to shelters, to Metropolitan Ministries, Feeding Tampa Bay, Victoria's Voice, Where Love Grows, of course, Runway to Hope, who has events all year round, whether it's simple donating or golfing, something like that.
That's fantastic. Well, Angela, thank you so much for joining us. And
Thank
for
you for
Florida
having
National
me.
News, I'm Mike. Runway to Hope. I'm here with Mark NeJame. Mark, tell us about the event that just happened.
Well, we're very happy with it. We had about 2,400 people here who were supporting kids with pediatric cancer. And we have a phenomenal team. Some of them are still just kind of reviewing, and they work all year long. My wife and I founded the charity a dozen or so years ago, and it's just exploded. We don't really know what we raised tonight yet, but it wouldn't surprise me if we raised 1.2, 1.3 million for the night. And all together, we've already raised over 10 million since inception. And we're very proud of the community for all the support that we get. Tonight we had about 125 kids with cancer walking the runway with a variety of celebrities, about 75. We had all the TV stations here co-hosting with each other, Johnny Magic from 106.7. And people loved it, and their hearts went out, and they were very generous, so we're very happy.
That's fantastic. And can you tell us a little bit about the origin of this organization? How did you first start this, and what made you decide to begin Runway to Hope?
Well, my wife and I had been chairing other charities. People had asked us, we stay active, and so we did. And then I'm not a good corporate person, so we said, and one of the charities was from out of the area. We said, we can do this. Well, we didn't know much about the healthcare world in that time, so ignorance was kind of bliss. We did it at the Mall of Millennia. And they were amazing to us. But we had 800 people show up. And they go, you can't have it this big the next time. Well, I'm not wired that way.
Yeah.
So then we went to another hotel, and we sold that out with 1,250 people. In the Mall of Millennia, Brenda Lounsbury has been with us from the beginning. She's a marketing director there. And so the stores there have been so supportive through Brenda. And then the third year, Harris Rosen called. And what Harris Rosen wants, Harris Rosen gets.
Sure.
And his CFO, Frank Santos, said, he came to our second event. He said, we got to have this. There's people there that we haven't seen in the charity circuit and all that, and we pride ourselves on a diversity of people that we're friends with and know. And so we sat down with Harris, and he said, I want this. Why would you go somewhere else than the local? I said, you're right, and it's been our home ever since. And my wife runs it throughout the year with her amazing team of directors and supporters. And then I do my share, and it all comes together.
That's fantastic. Can you tell us a little bit more about some of the other events that are coming up to support Runway to Hope, the organization?
Yeah, we have a variety of smaller events throughout the course of the year. The next largest one is Sparkle and Shine. And we typically do it out of Baldwin Park. And we have people racing and raising money, and it just takes off. It's just pretty remarkable. We'd ask anybody to go to runwaytohope.org to find out more about the charity, and hopefully come next year. Tonight we had an incredible night. We had the title sponsor had already donated $100,000 and was so moved by the night, he came in and said, I'm going to give another $100 already for next year.
Great. That's fantastic.
We're blessed. But let me just say, the small contributions add up in a big way. So those who are giving 20 or 30 or 50. It's so important because they all add up, and it's allowed us in the community to do what we have been able to do for the children with cancer and their families.
And so for our viewers who want to help this organization, what else can they do? What else are you looking for?
Support. Whatever they can do, large or small, please do it. And go to runwaytohope.org. And if you want to make a monthly contribution, an annual contribution, a one-time contribution, go for it, because you're really not going to find a better. We don't make any salary. My wife and I do this all just because it's the right thing to do. We've been very blessed. Our kids are healthy, and so we said, you got to give back, and so we do, and this is one way we do it.
That's great. Well, Mark, thank you very much for all that you do for the community and for the fight against pediatric cancer, of course. And for Florida National News, I'm Mike Brodsky. Successful Runway to Hope is now in the books. Lots of money was raised tonight. Lots of fun was had. And I think it was a great time for the kids to get out there and take their minds off of the pediatric cancer that they're all battling right now. But a lot of great experiences for everybody. Some great auction items. And a lot of fun, a lot of smiles.
At Taco John's, you can expect one thing. So good. As in quality ingredients. Used in tacos and burritos made just for you. Every single bite.
So good.
Expect nothing less at Taco John's.